Vine clutched the iPad against her chest as she knocked on the heavy mahogany door. Come in. His deep voice floated through, smooth and cold. She pushed the door open and peeked in, trying not to trip over her own heels. You asked for me? Jungkook sat behind his massive desk, clad in an obsidian suit that made him look more dangerous than any man had the right to. His eyes lifted to hers, spinning her in place. Schedule, she blinked. Alright, today you only have the finance meeting at 10, then you are free for the rest of the day. His dark brows knit together in a slow, mimicking frown. Why? Vanya swallowed her palms, already getting clammy. Because Mrs. June asked me to cancel all your meetings, she set an appointment with you, so his jaw flexed, muscle ticking just under the smooth skin. And you did that without telling me. Well, you are my boss and she is your mother, and she fluttered a hand helplessly. I didn't know what to do. I feel like a patty in buns. Jungkook's stare was unreadable as he slowly leaned back in his chair. He picked up his phone, his fingers moving with cold precautions as he dialed. He waited, but nothing. He looked at the screen, his face darkening further. She blocked me. His voice was flat with disbelief. She blocked you? He signed, rubbing a hand over his mouth in frustration. Give me your phone. Vine's brow flew up. What? Why? Because my mother is not answering me, but Vine. She bit her lip, shuffling closer and placing her phone carefully in his waiting hand. As if he might crush it, he dialed, and her surprise, Mrs. June picked up immediately. Viander, is that you? It's me. His voice was glacial. Vian tried to pretend she wasn't listening, but her curiosity got the better of her. I am not going on any useless date, Mom. Oh, come on, Jungkook. Mira is a lovely girl, so sweet and kind. I know why she is sweet and kind. His tone dripped with mocking amusement. I don't want to hear this. Just meet her once for me. Van pressed a hand over her mouth, her heart sinking a little. So it was a date. She felt something small and warm deflated in her chest. I have arranged everything. She will be there at noon. I said, no, I am your mother. You can be stubborn later. I am not arguing anymore. The line went dead. Jungkook exhaled sharply, his knuckle whitening around Vine's phone. His arm tensed, and Vine squeaked, darting forward. Wait, that's my phone. He's still, his chest rising and falling in slow, measured breaths. She plucked the phone delicately out of his grip and cradled it against her chest. Why you don't want to marry? He lifted his gaze and she realized he was still furious. Why don't I want to marry? His voice was low as he repeated her question. Vine hesitated, then nodded. Yes, I mean, maybe your mother found someone perfect this time. It's a waste of time. Vine bit her lip, her finger playing with the charm on her phone. Why do you think that? Don't you want to be, loved by someone? He didn't answer for a moment, then his eyes lifted, dark and unreadable. I will marry the woman I want, the one my heart wants. Her stomach swabbed as she tugged a strand of hair behind her ear. So you already like someone? He didn't speak, just watched her unblinking. She shifted from foot to foot, her cheeks growing hot under his gaze. You. Her heart stopped. Me? You are going to behave like my girlfriend. Her mouth fell open. What? No, why me? You could ask literally anyone else. She freaked out, her cheeks burning. You are my secretary. You know me better than anyone. It will work. But you don't like me. I never. You are clumsy. That's it. He looked away. But I will give you a vacation, a week off whenever you want. She crossed her arms, squinting at him suspiciously. Wherever I want, she smirked while he nodded. Wherever. She tapped her lip, pretending to consider while her heart went wild in her chest. Deal. She looked away to hide her blush while Jungkook's lip curled up in a small grin. Later that evening, Jungkook stood in front of the west window, the city skyline gleaming cold and bright beyond the glass. His dark hair fell over his forehead as he spoke into the phone in his low, clipped voice. Vine shifted from foot to foot behind the desk, hugging her tablet to her chest. Her heart felt like a jitterbird trapped in her rib cage. She tried not to look at him, but the lines of his shoulders, the way he stood so straight and separate, it was unfair. The office door cracked open. A tall woman with silk hair and a delicate pearl necklace stepped inside. Her heels quiet on the marble. She was elegant in a way that made Vine's stomach twist. One's brain instantly short circuit. That must be Mira. Without thinking, she launched herself across the office. She reached him in three big, clumsy steps and wrapped her arm around his waist, pressing her cheek flat against his back. Jungkook froze, his voice cut off mid-sentence. Jungkook, the girl is here. Her whisper was a frantic little squeak. His chest expanded in a slow, measured breath as he slowly lowered his phone from his ear. Hmm. He didn't look at her, just turned around in her hold with predatory calm. His eyes lifted over her head to the woman standing by the door. For a moment, he looked as if he had been struck by lightning. It was not the girl. It was his sister, elder sister who lived abroad with her family, Jiyun. Jiyun tilted her head, her perfectly sculpted brow rising. And what exactly is this? One felt the world tilt sideways. She tightened her arms around Jungkook's waist, determined to sell her story before she lost her nerve. We are together. We are a couple. You just walked in on a romantic moment. Jungkook didn't correct. He just rested his hand over hers, a subtle signal to keep going. June's eyes widened with intrigue. A romantic moment? Yes, a very intimate moment, private, very private. She turned her face up to Jungkook, trying to look adoring. He was staring down at her like she had lost her mind. She gave him her best, desperate, pleading look, silently begging him to play along. You know, just boyfriend things. His mouth twitched, as if he were fighting a smirk. Jiyun stepped forward, smiling fondly. Well, it's good to finally meet the girl who Wan panicked. She pressed herself tighter against Jungkook, practically clinging to his suit jacket. What are you doing? We are busy here. Excuse me, you can't just interrupt us. We are having a moment. To prove her point, she lifted onto her toes and planted a kiss right under Jungkook's jaw. His breath shuddered out against the top of her head. June blinked, then took another step forward, reaching for Jungkook's arm. All right, that's enough. You can let go of my brother now. Brother? Her arm went limp. She turned in his hold, her heart stalling. Yes, brother. I am his elder sister, in fact. One felt her soul leave her body. No, her voice came out so tiny it was pathetic. Yes. Jungkook rubbed a hand over his mouth. One realized belatedly that he was definitely trying not to laugh. I am sorry, I thought you were someone else, Mira. Mom told me about it. Ryan nodded, mortified. I didn't know you were his sister. Oh no, oh no, no, no. She buried her face in her hands. It's all right. Honestly, this is the most fun I have had all week. June reached past Ryan to sweat Jungkook's shoulder. You could have told me, you brat. Ryan lifted her head in horror. I am really sorry. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I thought relax. I like her already. She got guts. I don't. I am not. The door opened again and everyone turned. Mira stepped into the office, her expression puzzled as she took in the scene. Am I interrupting something? Ryan tried to scramble away from Jungkook, but his hand clapped down on her waist, anchoring her in place. Jungkook's face turned to ice. Yes, you are. Let's save everyone time. I am not interested. I have a girlfriend. He lifted their joint hands so Mira could see. Her name is Vian. Tell my mother I am done with this circus. Mira's eyes flickered from their hand to Vian's crimson face. Oh, I see. Well, I wish you both happiness. She turned and left, the door closing softly behind her. Vian tried to pull away. Wait, I have to explain. No, you don't. His grip tightened just enough to make her stay still. June crossed her arms, a little smile curling her mouth. Explain what exactly? Nothing that concerned you. This is. You two are adorable. I am happy for you. Mother will have a meltdown, or maybe she start dancing, but that's not my problem. No, wait, it's not. Best of luck, Kangwan. I really do like you. Don't let him scare you too much. She winked, patted Jungkook's cheek, and swept out of the office with a little wave. The silence that followed was deafening. Wine finally turned on Jungkook, her eyes blazing. What was that? What did you just do? Now your mother is going to think we are engaged or something? Jungkook sighed, rolling his bored shoulders. I did what needed to be done. You can't just tell everyone you are going to marry me. He stepped closer, crowding her back against the desk. I didn't lie. What? I mean every word. Her beat got. You know you said that because you were trying to get rid of Mira, and I said it because it's true. He paused, his gaze dropping to her lips. I like you. I have liked you longer than I wanted to admit. Her heart slammed against her ribs. But you can't. You think I didn't notice the way you cling to me, the way you looked jealous when you thought Mira was here, like you owned me. I wasn't. I mean, you kissed me. That was on the chin. It doesn't count. She almost shouted. Then let's make it count. He caught her face in both hands, letting her chin up. Wait, Jungkook, no more pretending. He kissed her slow and deep, stealing her breath away. Her hand flew up to breath against his chest, but she didn't push him away. Instead, she curled her fingers into the fabric of his shirt, kissing him back with all the confusion and hope tangled in her heart. When he finally pulled back, he pressed his forehead to hers, their breaths mingling. That's the truth. I like you. I am not going to lie to myself about it anymore. One could only stir her lips tingling, her heart humming so hard it hurt. But what about my vacation you promised? Jungkook chuckled. It's not valid now. One frowned with a mad pout. Because now we are going on a vacation as a couple. Jungkook leaned and kissed on her cheek while Wan blushed.